location is what we call Belvedere. Italian Belvedere, nice view. Back in 2005, I first came to this town of Visoko to visit the local museum. And then everything just changed when I saw actually the pyramid. But before that, for 25 years, I had been researching pyramids all around the planet. My PhD was about the Mayan pyramids and Mayan temples in Central America, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Belize, and Mexico. And over there, 95% of the pyramids are still in the jungles and forests, covered by soil and vegetation. You can't see them. They look like this, for example, what you have behind you. This looks like a hill with some forests, and then there is a sign, pyramid built by, Mayan ruler from the 8th century, height, so and so on. When I mentioned the Mayan world, people often ask me, can we trace all the pyramids? Can we make a map? No, we cannot. Because in the Mayan world, at least 100,000 pyramids. 100,000. Little tiny Belize, former British Honduras. 1,000 Mayan cities, towns, and villages. And every one of them, several pyramids, just in Belize. And most of the pyramids were in Guatemala and eastern Mexico. And then I expanded my research to Peru, 300 pyramids, Bolivia, China, Egypt, Sudan, Sicily, Canary Islands, Mauritius, Cambodia, Indonesia, all the places with the pyramids. And today, during my lecture from 4 to 6, you'll be seeing the pictures, the photographs from the pyramids all around the planet. The biggest pyramids in Mexico is called the Pyramid of the Sun. In the city of pyramids, Teotihuacan. It's called the Pyramid of the Sun, 74 meters, huge. The biggest pyramid in Egypt, Great Pyramid of Egypt, exactly 2 times bigger. And more than 3 times bigger is the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, which is right there. So, in the year of 2005, April, I'm coming to the town of Visoko to visit the local museum, and I'm seeing this. Even though I spent my youth in Sarajevo, which is just half an hour from here, I never came here. I had no reason. And then I'm looking at it, in front of me was one side, and then I was circling around, and I could see the second side, the third side, the fourth side, 4 sides. Triangular face, perfect triangular face, 1, 2, 3, 4. From here we can see 2 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 corners. Look at the slope, from bottom to the top, the same slope, same angle. And those 4 sides meet at apex. So, geometrically speaking, this is a pyramid. It's not irregularly shaped hill, it's not square, it's not circle. It is a 4-sided pyramid. So I took compass. At that time I had real compass. Today in smartphones we have compass as the app. So this is what I saw. So S is south and north. North is behind us. East is over there, west is over there. So you see the compass, and look at it at this side, meaning that it's perfectly oriented to the north. This side, north. That one, south, east, west. So just by looking at my compass, I said, wow, 4 triangular faces and perfect orientation. Mother Nature does not do that. It has to be an intelligent ant, an intelligent design. So, I went and climbed to the top. I wanted to see what else is in the valley. On the top, I was looking, and right there, across the valley, another hill covered by forest, but with triangular faces and perfect orientation and a flat top. So while I was standing there, I had 7 people around me. They are discussing about the Middle Age, But I was thinking about something else. Wow, I'm on the top of the pyramid. Look at the pyramid, it's the biggest in the world because I could compare. And then perfect orientation, across another one, also huge. Later on we measured. Here up to 220 meters, Khufu or in Egypt, Cheops pyramid, 147, 220. The second one, the moon, 190. So I could see that they are huge. And then I had flashes that people were coming through this valley. Everything was paved. And you had those two pyramids. I said, wow, two pyramids, Central South America, pyramids of the sun, pyramids of the moon, everywhere. So I said to myself, no. If I name them sun and the moon, it will be just another out of hundreds of. Let me add Bosnia. Now this country is Bosnia and Herzegovina. It would be very unpractical. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia makes sense because Bosnia is the name that's been around for 2,000 years. Bosnian pyramid of the sun, Bosnian pyramid of the moon. It makes sense. And then I interacted with all these people. I said, gentlemen, do you know that we are standing on the top of the biggest pyramid in the world, the Bosnian pyramid of the sun, and across Bosnian pyramid of the moon? All these people stopped. What is he talking about? But 3 days before that, they were at my presentation. There was a book fair in Sarajevo, and 3 of my books were published. So they knew that I deal with this, and so they could not dismiss. But on the other hand, they could not really believe. Wow, what do you mean pyramid? It's not artificial structure. It's just a hill. Look at the forest.
Yeah. This is not Egypt.
Yes, and then I remember that in one of my books, which was called Civilization Before the Recorded History, that I had a beautiful picture of the pyramid of the sun in Teotihuacan, Mexico. And when I was coming to this pyramid from this side, from the western slope, it was the same view of the pyramid in Mexico. I said, come with me. So we went to my jeep, I'm opening the trunk, and the books are just from the print. I mean, they are still, sticking together, the pages sticking together. And I had no clue where was this page of the sun pyramid in Mexico. So I just took the first book, I opened it approximately half, and the page was 108. 108, 189, 9, second number. And there it was, the pyramid of the sun is Mexico. So I'm rotating my book, and we are looking at the sun pyramid, exactly the same thing. Wow. So that's how it started. And 3 months later, I got permission from Ministry of Culture to dig preliminary research as the physical person, individual. Everything we did, geological core drilling, archaeological trenches, lab analysis, anomaly, meaning it's not natural. So I wrote the book about discovery, and in October 2005, I had a big press conference announcing the news about the discovery of the Bosnian pyramids. Many media, all the TVs, regional, national, Associated Press, France Press, Reuters, everybody was there. And the news went to the world. In a few weeks, I received 12,000 emails of support. But then, from the cultural establishment, archaeologists, geologists, historians, museum curators, oh, it's impossible, no pyramids, what does he want? He wants to make money, blah, blah, blah. Well, I realized it was not a one-man show, but this is the cultural heritage that belongs to the world. So I established non-profit foundation for the archaeological research, scientific research, under the name Archaeological Park Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun Foundation. And you are here under our umbrella today. I went to the University of Sarajevo, Department for Archaeology. I said, shall we coordinate this effort, start digging together? No. We know every inch of Bosnia, we don't have pyramids. Wow. Okay. I went to the museum, National Museum, spoke to them. We never had pharaohs, therefore we cannot have pyramids. All right. So we started our activities. We got permission to dig next year in April In March of 2006, a petition was signed by 23 leading Bosnian archaeologists, historians, asking the government not to allow us to dig. Well, I was claiming that meter or couple of meters below the layers of soil, it had to be structure. The only way to figure that one out is to dig and see if you're going to hit the structure or not. If I was them, then I would be thinking, hey, the guy came from Texas, he's spending his own money, he has his organization. I mean, remote Bosnian hills, who cares? Let him dig. Let him dig 1 meter, 2 meters. If he finds something, fine. If he doesn't find anything, fine. Again, let him dig 5 meters and 50 meters and 5,000 meters. Let him go to the other side of the planet if he wants. No, they didn't want us to dig. But anyway, we had permissions. We started digging in April. We started finding concrete blocks, which you're going to see in a few minutes. The Bosnian Prime Minister came to the site and said, wow, concrete, man-made structure. Keep digging. He saw visitors. Wow, it's good for tourism. But then this cultural establishment was trying to do everything and anything to stop us. And a lot of it can be found on internet. But it is one-sided. You go to internet because, conventional science basically control most of the media tools. Wikipedia, National Geographic, nothing, pseudo-archaeology, pseudo-science, Well, reality is something else. This is virtual reality, which is controlled in a lot of ways. But on the other hand, still we have YouTube. We can bring people, show it, we can show analysis. We have social media, so we counterbalance all their efforts. So we started digging, and in the meantime, in the last 14 years, it has become the most active archaeological site in the world. Archaeology is usually 1 archaeologist, 10 diggers, 15 days. That's it. In our case, it is 12 months a year. It is hundreds of volunteers, researchers, our full-time employees. It's year after year. And this is the most open project in the world. And you will realize that rather soon. So, we figure out that we have at least 5 structures, which we name the Sun, Moon, Dragon, Earth and Love, huge network of underground tunnels, and the Tumulus complex. And you're going to see most of it during your week here. And you will be able to make your own conclusions. You will notice that me or anyone of our guides are not trying to convince anyone to anything. We simply lay, these are scientific arguments, this is what you can see, you make your own conclusions. And I think that's the proper way to do it. So, the 3 major pyramids, Sun, Moon, Dragon, they form perfect equilateral triangle, which I will mention this afternoon during my lecture. The network of tunnels, the entrance we're going to go tomorrow is approximately this direction, and from there they go under the whole valley of the pyramids. This network is tens and tens of kilometers in length. So far we have cleared 2.4 kilometers of prehistorical tunnel network. We have several entrances actually. We have another one which is in the middle of the city called KTK, but that one goes under the river. We have 2 rivers under the river. The water started coming in, so we stopped that one because of safety reasons. But in the meantime, last year we purchased several properties and we discovered 3 more entrances. At this point we have 4 entrances and they are all active. You will see some of them also. So it has become really an amazing project because so many new discoveries. It's not like, okay, this is known Roman cemetery. It's been known for ages. People are digging, so it's not that we are discovering a new thing. Or this is some medieval site, or this is Neolithic site. Here it has been untouched forever. So we have new discoveries. Imagine this excitement for archaeologists, for volunteers. They found new stuff. Very interesting. So this is our program today. Belvedere. We'll make a nice photo from here so you can get something to memorize this visit. And then from here we will be climbing the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. Actually we'll be going, if you go from the top to the left, if you follow the forest, the dark green color, basically at the base of the forest, this is where we're going to go. So this is perfect northern side. We're going to be going to the left bottom corner. We will still have to do about 250 stairs, and I'll be making breaks every so often, so I won't be pushing you too hard. But that bottom left corner is where we're going to go. And if you move a little bit here, come to me. From the bottom of the forest, when you go to the other side, like to the right, and we are coming to the bottom of that right side. So we now imagine the line there. From that line up 220 meters, 220. However, you see how to the left this same slope continues? It continues all the way to the bottom of the valley. Can you see the pyramid? Well, actually it does go all the way to the valley, so the structure is in reality about 360 meters, Cheops 147, almost 3 times bigger, higher than Cheops. When it comes to volume, 5 to 6 times bigger than the Great Pyramid of Egypt. This is huge discovery. In the last 2 years we started buying properties on the Sun Pyramid, at the base, eastern and northern slope. So we moved it from 220, right now it is about 300. But we cannot go any deeper because you can see those little houses, residential houses, so we cannot actually dig there. So what we could dig, we have proven 300 meters, and you're going to see that today. People often ask me, okay, now we have Egyptian pyramids at the Giza, they match 3 stars of Orion belt. Have you heard about that theory? Robert Duval, Belgium, later on Graham Hancock. Well, first of all, I'd like to dispute that. 3 Giza pyramids, Cheops, Khafre and Mykerinos, have very similar layout like 3 stars of Orion belt. 2 stars perfectly match location of 2 pyramids, but the 3rd star is always a little bit off, no matter how deep you go in the past. As a matter of fact, much better matchup is the 3 stars of the star constellation of Cygnus. But then this triangle of those 3 pyramids is not any regular triangle, it's just one of the millions and millions possible triangles. In our case, we have Sun, Moon, Dragon that form perfect equilateral triangle. There is only one equilateral triangle out of unlimited number. That one has significance. This one, it can be like this, it can be like that, it can be like this. Well, anyway, so people ask me, is there any correlation to any star systems? This is what I tell them. 5 pyramids we have because we've been digging there. So we have proven archaeologically that we can see construction material. On topographic map, 2 more hills have 2 regular triangular faces, meaning that the 3rd and 4th probably have been damaged or destroyed, but they are completely agricultural land. They are much smaller. We don't have access there. It's possible that we have 7. If we have 7, then we could make parallel to 7 stars or 7 sisters of Pleiades. However, what you can see on the night sky are actually 9 stars of Pleiades. They call them 7 sisters, mother and father, in different traditions, from Navajo Indians to the real Indians in India. But with the telescopes we realized there are 103 stars of the star constellation of Pleiades. So if it was supposed to be a clue about the builders, then why not 103 different structures? So I'm not a big fan. Archaeoastronomy is good, but it is not a major thing. Major purpose is something else, and that's what we're going to be discussing over the next few days. Alright, this is what I had for you here. It's rather sunny. If it was 15, 18 degrees, you would say maybe 15, 20 minutes more, but I think it's kind of hot. We're going to be climbing the Sun Pyramid. Any questions at this point? Shall we take one photo together?
Yes.
Leila, would you mind? I'm sorry.